Have you ever found yourself faced with the unexpected return of someone who once left? It's as if a whirlwind of emotions invaded us, from confusion to resentment, leaving us lost in a sea of uncertainty. But within the intricacies of the human heart, an invitation to deep reflection emerges. Why did this person decide to return? Within this emotional labyrinth, we can glimpse a latent desire for connection, a glimmer of regret, or even a whisper of what could have been. This is where Stoicism, that wise ancient philosophy, offers us a guiding light. Instead of letting ourselves drown in the storm of feelings, we are invited to contemplate the return through the serenity of reason. In this video, we do not seek to blame or drown in bitterness, but rather to seek wisdom and resilience. By unraveling the mystery behind this return, we can discover not only answers, but also the strength needed to walk our own path, free from fleeting desires and ephemeral attachments. Prepare for a journey of self-knowledge and understanding, as we explore 5 profound lessons of Stoicism to unveil the reasons for this return. Join us, subscribe, like our video, share with friends, and navigate the complexities of relationships with a Stoic approach, finding answers and strengthening your own resilience along the way. Lesson number 1. Stoicism offers deep insights into resilience, personal growth, and navigating life's challenges. In the labyrinth of relationships, there are times when we find ourselves faced with a surprising turn of events. Someone who once left us suddenly returns. This situation can stir up a storm of emotions, from confusion to resentment. However, it is within these emotional labyrinths that Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that provides a guiding light through life's perplexities, proves to be a valuable companion. Imagine yourself facing this scene. You, navigating the twists and turns of relationships with a Stoic perspective, shedding light on the intricacies of emotional resilience and understanding. We are not here to seek guilt or bitterness, but rather wisdom and resilience. Stoicism teaches us that we have control over our attitudes, perspectives, and responses to external events, while circumstances themselves are often beyond our control. Stoic philosophy invites us to focus our energy on what we can influence, cultivating a sense of agency and resilience in the face of adversity. In this emotional maze, the Stoic virtue of resilience stands out. One who returns after previously rejecting us can be interpreted as a deep recognition of our resilience and success. The Stoic emphasis on flourishing despite challenges becomes a compelling force in this context. After all, as Epicurus, a prominent Stoic philosopher, said, true freedom and flourishing come from cultivating an inner strength that remains untouched by external circumstances. Seneca, another great Stoic thinker, teaches us about the importance of finding contentment in the present moment. Appreciating what we have now, rather than constantly searching for something better, is a vital lesson. After all, life is a journey marked by exploring different paths and relationships. The wise Stoic embraces the present moment, seeking contentment amidst the ever-changing landscape of life. When someone returns after realizing they couldn't find something better, this aligns perfectly with Stoic teachings about appreciating what we have. After all, external circumstances may change, but the internal virtues and qualities that define us remain valuable and lasting. Another fundamental aspect of Stoicism is the ability to recognize and deal with emotions without being dominated by them. After all, as Epictetus said, We should only worry about what is within our control. Someone's return after observing our happiness with another person can be seen as a poetic illustration of Stoic resilience against the dominance of emotions. Furthermore, Stoicism teaches us to recognize and learn from our mistakes. We should not be ashamed of our failures, but rather see them as a fundamental part of the human experience. The one who returns after rejecting us may be recognizing unique qualities they previously underestimated, reflecting a change in perspective and a willingness to learn and grow. Ultimately, the comeback after rejection, in light of Stoicism, is more than a change of heart. It is a testament to human resilience, the ability to find contentment in the present moment, the wisdom in dealing with emotions, and the willingness to learn and grow from life's experiences. In the maze of relationships, Stoicism reveals itself as a beacon of hope, guiding us through emotional storms and reminding us of the strength that resides within ourselves. Lesson number 2. The return of someone who previously rejected you can be seen as a recognition of your resilience and inner strength. The return of someone who once rejected us can be an emotional whirlwind. It's as if a page we thought was turned has suddenly reopened, revealing buried feelings and unresolved thoughts. But in the midst of this emotional storm, there is a light of understanding that Stoicism offers. Perhaps this return is, in a way, a recognition of our resilience and inner strength. When someone comes back after rejecting us, it's easy to get stuck in a cycle of unanswered questions. Why did they come back? What has changed? But instead of getting lost in these questions, we can look inside ourselves and recognize the resilience that allowed us to move forward even after rejection. Resilience is not just the ability to withstand difficulties, but also the ability to grow and prosper despite them. It's like a seed that, even after being trampled on, finds a way to sprout and flourish. When someone comes back after rejecting us, it can be a sign that they recognize this resilience in us, that they admire our ability to face challenges and move forward. Furthermore, the return of someone who rejected us can be a recognition of our inner strength. It's easy to think that strength lies only in the ability to resist and fight, but true strength lies in the ability to open up again even after being hurt. It's the courage to trust again, to allow yourself to be vulnerable, even though you know it could result in pain. Sometimes the return of someone who rejected us can be a sign that they recognize that strength in us, that they admire our ability to stay true to ourselves even when we face rejection. And while it may be tempting to close the doors on the past, perhaps we should consider the possibility that this return is an opportunity for new understanding, a new beginning. Ultimately, returning from someone who rejected us can be a journey of self-discovery and growth. It is an opportunity to look inside ourselves and recognize our resilience and inner strength. It is a reminder that even in the most difficult situations, we are capable of finding light and hope. And most of all, it's a reminder that love and compassion, both for ourselves and others, are the true sources of inner strength. Lesson number 3. Seneca's teachings emphasize finding contentment in the present moment and the value of cultivating inner tranquility. Seneca's teachings are like a beacon in the darkness, guiding us through life's ups and downs with wisdom and compassion. One of the most precious lessons he offers us is the importance of finding contentment in the present moment and cultivating inner tranquility. In a world where haste and anxiety often dominate our lives, Seneca's message resonates deeply. He reminds us that true happiness is not in endlessly chasing the next goal or desire, but rather in learning to appreciate what we have here and now. Finding contentment in the present moment does not mean ignoring our goals or aspirations, but rather learning to find joy and satisfaction in the little things in life. It's about cultivating a mindset of gratitude and appreciation for everything that surrounds us, even in the simplest, most everyday moments. Furthermore, Seneca reminds us of the importance of cultivating inner tranquility. In a world full of distractions and worries, it's easy to get lost in anxious and stressful thoughts. However, by cultivating inner tranquility, we can find a sense of peace and serenity that allows us to face life's challenges with calm and balance. For Seneca, inner tranquility is not just a matter of avoiding external stress, but rather of cultivating a calm and serene mind regardless of external circumstances. It's about learning to accept things as they are instead of constantly fighting them. By following Seneca's teachings, we can learn to find contentment in the present moment and cultivate inner tranquility. This does not mean that we will never face difficulties or challenges, but rather that we will be able to face them calmly and serenely, knowing that we have the inner strength necessary to overcome them. Ultimately, Seneca's teachings are a powerful reminder that true happiness is not in seeking perfection or external fulfillment, but rather in learning to find peace and contentment within ourselves. It's an invitation to slow down, take a deep breath, and truly appreciate the present moment. Lesson number 4. Stoicism encourages recognizing emotions without being controlled by them and making decisions based on enduring values. In the whirlwind of life, where emotions can wash over us like violent waves, Stoicism emerges as a beacon of clarity and discernment. He teaches us to recognize our emotions without allowing them to control us, and to base our decisions on values that transcend the vicissitudes of life. Recognizing emotions without being overwhelmed by them is one of the most powerful lessons that Stoicism offers us. Instead of suppressing or denying our feelings, we are encouraged to face them head-on, to observe them with a calm, rational mind. This allows us to maintain control over our actions and choices even when we are going through difficult times. However, recognizing our emotions does not mean being passive in the face of them. On the contrary, Stoicism teaches us to make decisions based on enduring values and ethical principles. Instead of giving in to the whims of the moment, we are encouraged to reflect on what really matters to us and act in accordance with those principles. For example, imagine facing a difficult situation at work, where you are faced with an ethical decision. Stoicism would remind us to distance ourselves from the emotions of the moment and consider the long-term consequences of our actions. Instead of acting impulsively, we are encouraged to act with integrity and courage, even if it means facing difficulties in the short term. Additionally, Stoicism teaches us to base our decisions on enduring values such as honesty, justice, and compassion. These are the principles that guide us not only in times of crisis, but in all areas of our lives. They help us cultivate meaningful relationships, build a fulfilling career, and live a life of purpose and meaning. By adopting a Stoic approach to life, we can learn to recognize our emotions without being controlled by them and make decisions based on lasting values. This allows us to live with integrity and authenticity, even amid life's challenges and uncertainties. And in doing so, we find a sense of inner peace and contentment that cannot be shaken by the changes in the world around us. Lesson number 5. Returning after rejection reflects a subtle response to life's uncertainties, emphasizing adaptability, shared virtues, and the serendipitous nature of connections. Returning after rejection is like a ray of sunshine that penetrates the dark clouds of uncertainty, bringing with it a message of hope and renewal. It's a subtle response to life's uncertainties, proof that destiny can be unpredictable, but also full of rewarding surprises. Adaptability is an essential quality for dealing with life's twists and turns, and returning after rejection is a clear example of this. When we are rejected, it is natural to feel discouraged and discouraged. However, those who have the ability to adapt and move forward are the ones most likely to find success and happiness in the future. Furthermore, feedback after rejection emphasizes the shared virtues between the people involved. It's a reminder that even if things haven't worked out in the past, there's still something special and valuable that brings these people together. It's an opportunity to reevaluate and strengthen these shared virtues, creating a solid foundation for a stronger, more meaningful relationship. Finally, feedback after rejection highlights the serendipitous nature of human connections. Sometimes, fate has unexpected surprises in store for us, reuniting us with people we thought we had lost forever. It's a reminder that the universe is always conspiring on our behalf, guiding us toward the people and experiences we need most in our lives. Ultimately, feedback after rejection is an opportunity for growth and renewal. It's a reminder that even in the most difficult situations, there is always a light at the end of the tunnel. And by embracing this light, we can find the strength and courage to face life's uncertainties with confidence and determination.